Holy crap. I just played one of the most longest, hardest, most intense games versus a Bronze League player in my life. And I thought I was good versus Zerg, but I don't know. This will be interesting. Down here in the bottom left Jimmy, we have my opponent, Ted Jimmy. I'm just gonna say the, because when people do the thingamajig like that, it pisses me off, bothers me. And up here in the top right position, we have goat cheese. I'm not saying that it pisses me off just because I lost. Well, actually, I did. I'm not saying it bothers me just because I was playing against him. It just one of those things. And I seen this spawning pool, and I was thinking, alright, great. He's gonna one base all in me. But, you know, how hard could it be? He's just a Bronze League player. You know what I mean? It's just... That's what I was thinking. I think that's why I did not as good earlier on in the game. And look at this pylon is even off place. It just... but, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter too much. But I did react well. I got out a bunch of zealots in the beginning. I did, however, I didn't do the greatest at constantly making probes. And what he should have done is killed off that zealot. And then look at that. See how I use my probes to kill off those zerglings? How you do that is you right click, you spam right click on the mineral patch until the zerglings get over there, and then you press A and you click here. If I remember to, I'll go back and show that, but yeah, but you spam right click, and then you, when they get up there, you press A and you left click, and it'll do that. And it works quite well, especially when you're getting like early pooled. And see, I don't understand, how does a Bronze League player come up with that little wall off like that to block my probe that was going around? That doesn't make any sense to me. How was he so good at this? There's probably a few reasons why he's Bronze League, but he's playing a lot, like, at least Silver League. I mean, my gosh. It's crazy. But here, I've got my zealot wall off with my other zealot so I can attack. At this point, I was like, alright, well, I might as well just go attack, because I just got one base all-in. But it really wasn't a wall-in, or an all-in. That was just 6 zerglings. That's 150 minerals. That's not that much. And now he's got his metabolic boost on the way. And yeah, I'm going to speed this up because this is a really long game. And here, I was trying to get my pylon going. And I'm going to say that my decision making wasn't the best in this game, just for the fact that I was thinking he's a Silver League player, or he's a Bronze League player. And, you know, at this point, I seen the creep tumor, I was like, Bronze League knows how to creep tumor? Okay. Okay. And, ah, jeez. I did not expect, like, especially these spine crawler defense is probably what saved him in the early game. You'll see why. This static defense is really good because he probably had already, and here I think he sees my, yeah, he's seen my sentries. And that was a decent force field. I don't even know what I was like trying to accomplish here. This almost worked, and then he got a bunch of zerglings, and it was like, oh crap, I have no energy for force fields. And so I really did just need to mass recall about a year earlier. I didn't even get that stalker, I just got the mothership core. And here I was like, oh crap, I have no units. None whatsoever. And he really could have, yeah, here we go. He's just gonna run over and try to kill me. And those Zerglings are on crack. And there's a few gaps in my wall. And those Stalkers, at this point I was thinking, crap, I'm not gonna lose to a Bronze League player, am I? Oh, jeez. It was like, and I knew to stay in this game I had to keep that Nexus alive, really. And I really needed to keep those Stalkers alive, but I guess it just... Where's the Photon Overcharge? Oh, there we are. Alright. So, I guess he did a good job by picking off that pylon, but I think he probably could have just killed off the Nexus. It's not like, you know, there's some Zealots there, but he really could have won right there. But I guess backing out is a good decision. I don't know if I agree with it, but it is what it is. And so I'm thinking, okay, this will be a good game. Ugh. I don't even think that this guy GG'd. So now we kind of have a stalemate. Nothing too much is going on. It's just kind of, I'm tech into a Stargate, and which is really a good decision. He should have, as soon as he seen that I was expanding, he should have dropped, oh, third base, right there. And for those of you who don't know what a control group is, you see this right here? This is a control group. He should have all of his hatcheries. I guess he probably just waiting to get that one in. But you press the control key, like CTRL, in the bottom left hand of your keyboard. I guess if you really wanted to, you could use the bottom right hand, but bottom left hand, and then you press one of the numbers that's at the top. And then a little tab like this will appear. Here, I should have a few. I can press 2, I can press 3, I can press 4, and it'll select those. I guess we can just see what I'm doing from my own perspective here. Yeah, alright. So, I wasn't... After that attack, I was like, alright, I really need to saturate this. And I really needed to expand, and I knew that. Here's this changeling. And changelings can be very frustrating, but they're pretty easy to detect. If you see as one of your first tier units that you didn't like tell it to move around and it's moving around, then it's probably a changeling, and they pretty much are just used to scout. And he's doing good. He's just getting up a massive hydralisks and roaches, and this little roach attack he's got going on here is really good. I've got the cannon here, and I don't know if he tried to go straight into the front base, but if he did, I didn't see it. And I think he sees the cannon there. I didn't even notice that that was happening. And this is just like, just by chance that I'm moving all of my units over here. It's kind of crazy. So I guess he just kind of left his roaches there until I transferred. Yeah, just like that. And it, yep, alright. That's a good play. Not as good as the Banelings, but oh well. Yeah, there we are. Let's get some action, and I was like, crap, I don't have any detection. Great. I didn't feel like making an oracle. There's and he focused on that pylon, which I don't know, I guess he was just trying to get out. And I actually had assumed that I had killed everything. Right there. But I guess I did not. He, headed on home, I guess. Alright. Speeding it on up. If his creep spread was this far, he really, I don't understand what the point of expanding down there was. But he's doing good. He's expanding every time he sees that I expand, and Zerg really wants to keep an expansion up on their enemies. And here he's got his Ultralisk Cavern going down, which is really good. what Zerg wants to do though is have all of their tech paths open, so whenever I counter his stuff, because it's a lot harder for me to just tech switch, he wants to be able to just like, because if you already have all the buildings and stuff down, he wants to be able to just whenever he selects his larva and stuff, just build his stuff. Oh hey look, there's something going on. Yeah, he tried to do a Zergling counterattack where he did a good job by trying to kill my Templar archives, but I already had a bunch of High Templar out. And here there's a major engagement, and this is a decent storm. He did kill off my whole ground army, but this just proves how overpowered Void Rays are. Well, I guess it doesn't really, because I used the Psionic Storm ability to kill off all of his Hydras, pretty much. And you may be wondering why I warped in Zealots, because Zealots just get chewed apart by Ultralisks. And so here I was like, alright, I better do a counterattack. Why is it not? There we go. Yeah, so he does he have a bunch of Hydralisks out yet? I don't know. Yeah, that at this point I was like, alright, I better mass recall. Come on. There we go. Yep, so I got out of there, and I knew that I needed to get up, well, 3 attack and a bunch of High Templar as well. And I knew that I needed to have a ton of Zealots just to tank the damage for the High Templar. And I'm not doing the best at spending my money, but I was pretty much maxed out just a second ago, so that does make sense. And I'm getting a bunch of Void Rays, and my 3 attack is almost done. I really should start working on 2-2 for my Void Rays. And literally, like, as this guy left, I was thinking, I'm gonna go and build my fleet beacon, but oh, I had already, yeah. Yeah, so here, that's pretty much the only reason for building all these Zealots, was for tanking damage, so that my Templar have enough time for me to react, so that I can use Psystorm. And here he's getting his next base, and I was thinking, man, I either gotta expand, or I gotta kill him, or I gotta do something. And I was trying to expand over here, but there's obviously creep in the way, and he's doing a crazy job about creep spread. This is why I need to get out these observers and go and take a bunch of this creep out. And I did end up killing off this creep tumor, but but all this creep didn't really recede, so I'm not quite sure if like, why didn't it recede in the game? Oh, he put a creep tumor over there. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna speed it up until here we are. I am so close to being maxed out. I'm pretty much like at the point where you want to be as Protoss, where you have about some extra supply to where you can. It's really good for me to be able to build Immortals, because I seen that he had Ultralisks, so I really wanted to kill those, and it'd be good against the roaches as well. See, I didn't see that creep tumor. No, did I? Nope, I didn't see that creep tumor. But I did start clearing these out, and here we are. Oh, faster. Here's this Psionic Storm, and that pretty much is what, like, that just helps. Like, it shows how good the engagement, how good it can be with Psionic Storm plus Void Ray. That's a very, very good unit composition. I didn't want to lose those Archons, but they don't do very well against Immortals anyway, or Immortals, Ultralisks. And here he's tech switching to Mutalisks, which I can see his thought process, because Immortals aren't very good against Mutalisks, but I do have 1/1 Void Rays, which they don't technically hard counter Void Rays, or Mutalisks I mean, but they don't necessarily do their full damage against Mutas. But he really needed to have a gigantic ball of them, and I think that surround he tried to do with it was pretty cool, but I don't know if it really made too much of a difference. And he just left the game. Yep. So hey, if you have any epic replays or any replays even at all, just go ahead and send them in to goatreplays@gmail.com. Alright, that was this game, and it was pretty intense. I was breathing hard. I was pretty happy to win this too. Alright, so I'll see you all later.